I'm Rod Ryan. I'm President and CEO of Storm Mountain Training Center. Even though my wife is the real business manager here, she does all the work so I can actually go out and play with the troops and the civilian students and have a great time shooting. I enjoy it, and I'm blessed to have her around. The concept of Storm Mountain came into play when I got pissed off. I went to ERT, which is our SWAT team in DC, and I got to spend 4 years there. I got pulled back off of ERT and put back into the district, which is a real kick in the balls. You've moved from patrol guy to training guy to what we consider the elite guys. You get to kick down doors and do the cool stuff that SF does in the military. And there was a crime emergency, and we got sent back to the 7th District in Anacostia again. And at that point, I was fed up. I was really searching for that team concept again that I didn't get in the military. I got in the military, but I didn't get anywhere else. And I started looking at other avenues. And I'd already taught a couple courses for State Department. I called a guy that I knew, a guy named Bill Spalding, which taught me huge amounts on how to be an instructor. In the military, you teach a little bit. You're teaching small people, small groups, I should say. And with him, I got a chance to address larger groups and refine how I taught my way. After working with Bill for a couple years, we felt that there was a need at the time for another training center in the United States. At the time, there was Mid-South, Gunsight, Thunder Ranch, and a couple other smaller, more specialized locations. We wanted to form a company that would be able to market to and facilitate full training profiles for special operations folks, either SWAT or military, and kind of found a niche on the Army side. I'm an Army guy, and we were able to talk the Army lingo and get some contracts pretty early on with 3rd Group and 5th and 7th Group. We started the facility with a short budget back in '96, and 20 years later now, we've grown. We employ about 20 different instructors currently. At our highest point, we employed about 100 instructors, all 1099 guys that were contracted out wherever we could do it. The mentality that we hold for instructor folks is pretty stringent. There's a lot of folks out there that can do stuff, and there's a lot of stuff out there that can teach stuff. We're looking for the guy that can do, can teach, and is a social guy. We don't want the customer to feel like, yeah, I came here for a course, it was beneficial, but I felt like I was some kind of an underling to the instructor. We're all the same. I put my shoes and pants on the same way everybody else does, and all my staff do the same thing. We want to approach the concept of being able to provide the training programs that we do at a high level of outcome for that student at the end of these courses, but also treat that student like he's a human being and not treat him like he's being preached at all the time and not feeling really good about himself when he leaves. My goal is to make every student that comes through here better than I am, better than my other staff members. I want them to walk away thinking that we gave them everything, and we will. We'll do everything we can. We get students through here sometimes that they're struggling. They've been told by other facilities that they're great and that you're right where you need to be, and we get them here. We shoot them through our 4-phase eval drills on the handgun side, for instance, and they fall on their face. And it's not their fault. It's that mentality of, I'm going to pay for a course, and now I'm going to get my certificate, and now the instructor's going to tell me how good I am. We're honest with the students. If they suck, we come right out and tell them, hey, you suck at this, here's how to get fixed. What does the Second Amendment mean to me? Basically, our rights as U.S. citizens to arm ourselves in any way we want to. I mean, a lot of people say, well, just handguns, just carbines. Every weapon that's available to us, submachine guns, machine guns, bayonets, knives, it doesn't really matter. The Second Amendment is a right that we have based on our Constitution, and it's for everybody. A lot of folks tell me, hey, you shouldn't train civilians in this manner because it's giving away our secrets. What if they decide to be criminals? I've never seen that happen in 20 years. I've never seen a civilian that's come through our courses, which we require criminal history checks, and documentation on if they're U.S. citizens, things like that. We don't want to give away information to non-U.S. citizens, and it's against the law anyway. But these people are the folks that are going to help military and law enforcement every time. They're not going to be folks that shy away from the fight. The concept of protecting our country also comes into play. When I rose my right hand and swore in, both in the military and in law enforcement, we swore to protect our country from foreign and domestic enemies. And there's a lot of bad stuff going on. I think we all need to be prepared just in case bad stuff happens. Why would a new customer or a new student attend Storm Mountain Training Center? What we have to offer, I think, is different than any other facilities in the United States. Number one, we've got great facilities. Number two, we've got great instructors that are social. They interact with the students as much as they can, and they give them their all. It's not something where we're going to hold back anything because they're a civilian and we're not going to give you everything we need. We're going to give you everything we've got. You're going to get trained to the highest level we can take you, and maybe even then some. Our staff are all dedicated to passing on the information to the customer. If I can use an analogy, the student is, if I'm a manufacturing facility and I'm manufacturing beans, I want to make you the best can of beans I can. When you get outside, you're going to be a nice shiny bean in a nice shiny package, and you're going to taste good. And I know that sounds kind of stupid, but you're going to be a very solid shooter. When you go to a range, people are going to look at you and they're going to go, hey, this dude's professional, he knows what he's doing, he's safe, he's accurate, and he's tactically proficient. And that's really what we want to do. That's where we want to go with folks. We get this question a lot. How do I prepare to come to Storm Mountain for a training course? We want you, number one, to come with an open mind. Come with the equipment and gear we've requested that you come with that's serviceable, and the ammunition, and kind of be a virgin. You don't have to be a brand new shooter to come here. It's okay if you are, though. We're welcoming either way. The concept is we want to show you our way, and I'm not saying it's the only way, but it's worked for us, and we're going to try to give you the best we can, and you can make your decision if you want to go somewhere else or keep training here. We encourage both ways.